xidhaha imulaxyaha meerkugu xidhaha ملارقياي مروحان إلي وتفاحي ميرا عانبا مسواد ذهب الكمي دبكا ملارقياي مروحان إلي وتفاحي ميرا عانبا مسواد ذهب الكمي دبكا مروحان إلي وحلمون لدي مجوغي محاريري ورع المضن ومرت مدبا مرت مدبا مروحاني وحلمون لدي مجوغي محاريري ورع المضن ومرت مدبا مرت مدبا ما انكديقاي مالي هي الليلي ياكم الحسادة يا مليونيو كون كموداني ام الحمكار جيره مرواتها يميل قشرف ليو ربي ما مو اسم نيستي يا ملاح يا هميركو بحيرها ملاح يا هميركو بحيرها ما انكديقاي مالي هي الليلي ياكم الحسادة يا مليونيو كون كموداني ام الحمكار جيره مرواتها يميل قشرف ليو ربي ما مو اسم نيستي يا ملاح يا هميركو بحيرها ملاح يا هميركو بحيرها ما انكديقاي مالي هي الليلي ياكم الحسادة يا مليونيو كون كموداني ام الحمكار جيره مرواتها يميل قشرف ليو ربي ما مو اسم نيستي يا ملاح يا هميركو بحيرها ملاح يا هميركو بحيرها سقلكم وقضوا افتينكم سيادو ساري فدكا سفا نور كيدي انا دعي صومالي مياه سيرات كعضعي سقلكم وقضوا افتينكم سيادو ساري فدكا سفا نور كيدي صومالي مياه أهي سرجوك درركا سمن مركي سعبتنا تلابد صح صوت كدا يا سرمي قبي صومالي مياه أهي سرجوك درركا سمن مركي سعبتنا تلابد صح صوت كدا يا سرمي قبي صومالي مياه يا صومالي مياه سمدهي شيك صومالي مياه يا صومالي مياه وحدة صوعاني صومالي مياه ده سغدي صومالي مياه سبان وقرتي صومالي مياه وسحر لي صومالي مياه مياه صومالي مياه سمدهي شيك صومالي مياه مياه صومالي مياه صوعني صومالي مياه الله يندها ساغدي صومالي مياه سيفان وقرتي صومالي مياه وسحر لي صومالي مياه qalbigayga yaali zaman riyada saldhigtay hankayga sumay nafta u samirto muddaan sugay Soomaali miyaa yaali zaman riyada saldhigtay hankayga sumay nafta u samirto muddaan sugay Soomaali miyaa suniyaha indhaha siga tira sankiyo wejigeedan dheeha ku sug samayskeedaan cid suuraynine Soomaali miyaa suniyaha indhaha siga tira sankiyo wejigeedan dheeha ku sug samayskeedaan cid suuraynine Soomaali miyaa miyaa Soomaali miyaa sumadda ii sheeg Soomaali miyaa يا صومالي ميا وروح ذا صوعني صومالي ميا عندها صغدي صومالي ميا سيبان وقرتي صومالي ميا وسحر لي صومالي ميا ميا صومالي ميا سمدي شيك صومالي ميا ميا صومالي ميا وروح تصوعني صومالي ميا الله يندها صغدي صومالي ميا سيبان وقرتي صومالي ميا وسحر لي صومالي ميا اسكدفون قرتي.
Good morning, and I hope you're all well. That was some great entertainment from Guled Simba. I know we all know Guled Simba. I know Guled Simba. I'm not even Somali, but he plays amazing music. I have a lot of friends who listen to his music. I follow him on Instagram. All right, Karibuni, and welcome. Good morning. I hope all of you are joining us well. Thank you, everybody, for sharing on the chat. I'm seeing a lot of us have written from Mogadishu, others from Soso. Asanteni, thank you for writing back to us. My name is Alex. As I had written on the chat, I will be your trainer of the day. And I'm very happy to be here with you today. I'm joined by an amazing team who will be speaking from Abdi Fatah and from the team from Wild, I think, will also be mentioning something. But we are very grateful to be here with you today to do this training session. And we hope you can learn and hear something amazing that can that can change the way you do business, the way you start using these platforms to grow business, and the way you conduct business, all the way from Somalia, international borders. Isli, who is Isli, which is here in Nairobi, we do a lot of business in Isli, and people conduct a lot of it via WhatsApp, and it's very good to be here and we see what can we do with these digital skills. Before we start, I'd love to tell you about the setting of the platform. Today we are doing this in a webinar format, meaning that you as a participant can listen in. You can write to us via chat. You can write to us questions in Q&A. It's written Q&A. You can write to us questions there. You can chat to us just to give us feedback, and you can be able to engage with the links that will also be shared on the chat. We'll be conducting a training, and in the training, I think from time to time, I will allow Abdi Fatah to do a bit of translation to mix and match where there might be something disconnected, or just to give everybody the clarity so that everybody can leave this session empowered. I think I'd also love to start with an icebreaker, just to know who are you and what will this training mean to you. My icebreaker of the day is, what business do you want to start and do you think will flourish using these skills that you're learning? What business do you want to start, or you're already doing, that you want to start or help grow using these skills you're learning today? As we wait for the panelists to all speak, I think we can be writing on the chat, which business are we starting? Which business are we using for these digital skills? And do you think you can use these digital skills you're learning to grow? I'd love to welcome Abdi Fatah to give us some remarks as we start. And I also would love to hear your answer to that question, Abdi Fatah. What business do you think you will use these skills to grow? I'm seeing Mohammed has said leather shoes. Amazing. Yes, let's see how we can do. I'd love your example so that I can tell you, Mohammed, I'll give you very great examples of how we can use WhatsApp, Instagram to grow our businesses for leather shoes. So businesses, leather shoes. Abdifata, we can start as you can give us your opening remarks as we see the businesses that our participants want to start.
And thank you so much, Alex, and thank you so much, all of you, for attending and participating in this wonderful session. And we had very fruitful session in the last Monday, which Stephen facilitated, and it was really engaging. And I'm 100% sure that we will have similar or more interesting one this morning. And I really would like to thank Wild International and Meta for organizing this powerful webinar. As Digital Shelter, we always stand for promoting youth entrepreneurship and usage of internet in Somalia. We always encourage people or the youth to benefit or make use of the internet, the available internet in Somalia, instead of wasting time in the internet. We are very proud that we organized this session, and we hope you will take a lot of lessons from here. Dhammaan asxaabta waa mahadsantihiin sidaad kulankeenii labaad ugu soo qayb gasheen. Waxaan rajaynaynaa inaad wax badan ka faa'iideen sessionka hore, haddana aad wax badan ka faa'iidi doontaan. Siduu Alex noo sheegay, waxaan u baahanahay qof kasta inuu soo qoro jaadka business ideada ama waxyaabaha uu jeclaan lahay ama uu qorsheenayo inuu adeegsado. Maxaa la yiraahdaa skills hadda uu ka bartay maxaa la yiraahdaa from Facebook, maxaad jeclaan lahayd inaad u adeegsatid, what kind of business. Marka aad u mahadsantihiin. Alex, you can continue.
Abdi, you haven't answered yourself. What business do you think, which business, what skills, when these skills, because you're also learning with us, would you love to be able to use the skills you're learning to grow each business?
For me, I'm representing and I work with Digital Shelter, and really we would like to use these skills to promote our our identities in the digital. Digital Shelter have a Facebook and account page. Also, we have Instagram. Also, we run WhatsApp. So we want to implement everything we learn from here to our platform so that we can reach more people in Somalia.
Thank you, Abdifata. Definitely, I think the work you're doing is great. The youth that are here willing to learn, thank you so much for your writing to us and telling us which businesses you want to start and do. Continue writing in the chat. Thank you, Osman, for Agan company that sells shoes, specifically leather shoes. Next time, Osman will be, now after learning these digital skills, in the next training, you write all the links to your pages, your Facebook page, your Instagram page, so that people can see the shoes and click direct. Thank you, Osman. I'm seeing Dini has said she wants to be a home tutor. I think home tutor. I don't know. Dini, thank you so much for sharing that as well. I will start the training now here, but feel free to continue writing. The more you tell us the businesses you have, the ideas you have, the more we can give you very practical training insights on the same. So today we start off with a very nice platform that is available to us very simply, very most of the people have it. It's international. You know, we can use it to contact friends in Kenya, friends in Somalia, friends in Mogadishu, friends in Bosaso, Kismayo, wherever you are. WhatsApp is one of those platforms that can allow you to conduct business at any time at the comfort of your phone. So we'll be looking at using WhatsApp to grow your business. I will be your trainer of the day. My name is Alex Mwai. I'm joining you from Nairobi, Kenya. And thank you everybody from the different counties in Somalia and different places in Somalia who are joining in. Thank you for putting in your time. Our agenda today is learning about WhatsApp, getting started with the WhatsApp business app, and crafting your messaging strategy. So we will be discussing a very simple to use platform that is WhatsApp that allows us to do a wide array of things. But first we start, what is WhatsApp? It's a simple, secure, reliable messaging platform that's available on mobile and even laptop. even on your laptop, you can have WhatsApp. You can use it to chat, to have free voice calls and statuses. So it's simple, secure, and a reliable platform just to allow those things. And WhatsApp is about chatting, calling, and sharing. 1.5 billion people WhatsApp accounts are active every month. There's 2 billion minutes of calls that happen every day, and there's about 450 million daily WhatsApp status users. So as you can hear, WhatsApp is a big platform that allows us to connect with friends and family directly, and now even business counterparts. Abdifata, maybe up to there, I can let you translate for a bit before I jump into the technical parts of WhatsApp.
Thank you, Alex. And after WhatsApp, حملنا حالي هذا فاهين إيو شرحات واك بدني هاي ومباهنا لما أنتوا استعمالنا هذا ماشان كقرنا الكسان وحواي مسيجية اللي بديرو حالها every day إني جاريان أما calls كلا سمي every day إني جاريان لو بليون سو كلا في بقول content daily WhatsApp stats إنلا سمايو إن حالي 20 بليون account إني كفريين WhatsApp كا أما لقى فروم حالي هذا every month مركا وحنوبا هناي إن عن WhatsApp كي عن عادي هاي وسكشة كيسنيني عن business كين هو فايدة سنو مركا دقها مارتي عندها سفان وسيفيريا next session. Alex, keep going.
Wonderful. But as we continue, you're hearing the power of WhatsApp is the ability to bring people together. We say that WhatsApp is putting people in the space together, close to each other. You see, as a business, you can be in Mogadishu, but you can be selling your shoes. For example, Osman has created shoes, but is not limited to selling them in Mogadishu. He has contacts in Kismayo, he has contacts in Bosaso, he has contacts in Nairobi, Sili, you know. So WhatsApp is creating that availability that you can do business directly from the platform, and it connects everybody together. So whether you're having one-to-one connections, you're in a small group, it is giving us the ability to have those connections together from different places. And when you ask yourself, why is it so powerful for businesses? Why is it so powerful that when we see Dini wants to be a home tutor and wants to use WhatsApp, is because messaging has become an indispensable part of modern day communication. Is that customers, friends, contacts, your clients will speak to you via WhatsApp. They want pictures of the shoes that Osman is selling. They want to be reminded, they want to be told, what can I expect from my tutor, from Dini? You know, what are the lessons you're offering, or how do you offer them? People will want to ask those questions, and they'll want to do so via WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is fast growing as that platform where people can be able to do those interactions. You can share images, you can connect directly, and you can continue having one-to-one connections. So WhatsApp is good for that. So as we talk about WhatsApp, how do you get started with the WhatsApp business app? First of all, before we jump any closer, as you answer this poll, I would love to know how many people knew that WhatsApp is a platform by itself. WhatsApp business is available. Sorry, can't. Okay, no problem. So WhatsApp business is an app that I'll show you, WhatsApp business, which allows you to have a business WhatsApp for your conducting your business. Number one, why is it a bit different? Is because WhatsApp wants you to be able to discover and communicate and transact business. Number one, it wants you to have a presence. So just the way you have Facebook, just the way you have Instagram, it wants to allow you to show yourself, you show your presence online. It wants you to be discovered and allows you to communicate. And in other countries, you see that there is WhatsApp Pay, that you even transact. You can do business with somebody in the US, sell your shoes, Osman, and somebody pays you on WhatsApp. That'd be amazing. So we are seeing these functionalities become more and more available in different countries. And now all the first ones other than Transact are available in every country. Transact will be coming, I'm hoping, soon into the East African market. Abdifata, you can translate up to there. Okay,
thank you. Next time, Alex, you can, cover a lot. Yeah, you can continue, and then I will wrap up.
No worries. Let me just continue then, since I've not covered a lot. Yeah, that's what WhatsApp enables you to do. So WhatsApp is very powerful, and we'll look at some of the tools. So I'll communicate a few tools, and then I'll return them back. And Abdi, we can walk through the tools when you're translating. I'll just be you just tell me I press next. You walk them through that feature. So participants, WhatsApp, what you can do with WhatsApp Business app is a very powerful app. It allows you to do a bit more than the one that you have, the regular WhatsApp app. So number one, what you can do with the WhatsApp Business app is have a very nice profile like this one. So in a profile, the way in your regular WhatsApp, you don't have sometimes this function. You don't have these features. Let me just show you. You don't have these ones. In your WhatsApp Personal, if you haven't downloaded the WhatsApp Business, in your WhatsApp Personal, you don't have the profile feature where you can be able to have your profile with a lot more information. You see here, you have information like what time you're open, the name of your business, links to your website, and many other things that are available in the business profile. So that one is one of the functionalities that's available. Have a good profile. It allows you to have tools like greeting message, which allows you to greet every customer who comes in and writes to you the first time. You can set an automatic message like this one. Welcome to Agan Leather. We look forward to working with you, or look at our products, ABCD. So a greeting message can be able to welcome customers who are interested in engaging with you. You'll see labels. Labels are a great tool that allow your customers to have to be segmented. Not to be segmented means you can sort your customers one by one. So you can sort by customers by, for example, even by towns. Say you have customers, say Dini is at Utah and has customers in Mogadishu, has customers in Kismayo, Bosaso, Burko, Jowar. She has customers, or he or she has customers in those towns, and has segmented and has written these customers by segment, so that in case is tutoring and maybe is visiting once a month to do the tutoring, all the customers who are from Mogadishu, she's put under, or he's put under that segment. Other customers, for example, again, even taking Osman's idea, maybe he's segmented the same customers from different counties, and even by order. And you can see these labels you can customize and say up to, you can customize and even have these ones like very functional ones, like pending payment. When your customers have not yet to make a payment, you add them there so that you can keep a record of those customers. So Abdi Fatah, now I'll go back so that you can do those few fast tools that are available, talking about what somebody can do with WhatsApp Business.
Okay, thank you, Alex. And asxaabi, waxa waaye WhatsApp wuxuu leeyahay section la dhahayo ama qayb la dhahayo WhatsApp Business. Waxaan jeclahay qaarkiin inaad isticmaashiin ama aad isticmaasheen. Marka WhatsApp Business ka waxyaabaha uu dheeryahay WhatsApp ka kale caadiga waxa waaye feature ama wuxuu leeyahay maxaa la yiraahdaa waxyaabo ka dheeraad ah midka caadiga personalka ah. Waxaa ka mid ah midkan haddan hor yaalo oo ah profile ka macnihiisu waxa waaye sida maaragtay Facebook oo kale, Instagram oo kale, Twitter ka, social media kala profile u leedahay. Profile oo sameeysanay website kaaga ay maxaa la yiraahdaa account kaaga ama maaragtay contact kaaga WhatsApp for business ka magaca siin kartaa, xilliga aad furaysid business ka, xilliga aad xiraysid, sidoo kale linkiyada maaragtay platformyada kale aad ku leedahay ku xiri kartaa. Macnaha waxa waaye laakiin midka caadiga WhatsApp ka aan isticmaalno ma ogolaanayo feature kaas. Marka business profile ka waxa laga sameyn karaa oo kaliya WhatsApp Business. Next, Alex.
Just one moment. There you go.
Okay, no problem. Sidoo kale waxaa jiro feature kale oo la dhahayo greeting message. Macnaha qof kastoo maaragtay ku imaado ama maaragtay kugu soo biiro kale inaad u diri kartid message oo customized ah oo aad ku salaamaysid. Tusaale ahaan soo dhawaaw maxaa la yiraahdaa business kan waxa waaye business XYZ waxaan yiraahdaa aan wixii lamid ah ma fahamteen. Marka wuxuu leeyahay sidoo kale greeting message. Next. Sidoo kale waxa uu leeyahay wax la yiraahdaa labels ka macnaheedu waxa waaye in contacts-ka kugu jiro maxaa WhatsApp kaaga aad kala gelisid qaanado kala duwan tusaale ahaan sida meesha nooga muuqato kale new customer waxa la wixii customer kugu cusub oo kale new customer inaad siisid pending payment oo ujeedin cid alla cidii maaragtay payment ku dhiman tahay inaad qortid kuwa paid ka inaad gelisid sidoo kale waxaad samayn kartaa in aad u segment gareysa ama u xirtid ama qaanadada aad gelisid customerskaaga meelaha ay ka kala socdaan tusaale ahaan haddii muqdisho kale ama xaafadaha muqdisho laftirkeeda intaasoo customer maxaa la yiraahdaa gobol hebel iga socota intaas customer gobol hebel marka hadda waxa ku suurtagelayso in customized message inaad u dirtid hadhoodii group kasto okay next Alex I think that was all the thing you have covered.
Yeah, that's up to where I'd covered. Thank you so much for that. Labels are very powerful, as we've learned, as you've heard. Labels will be very functional for segmenting chats. And as businesses grow, you set up those tools. There's another great tool that is called Quick Replies inside WhatsApp Business. Quick Replies allow for businesses to, those questions always asked. Customers will always ask Osman, where is your shop? And Osman is saying, now I have to tell them in Mogadishu, in street, in the business, in the building that he's in, and then in the store number. So that can be a very long message that if every time Osman is asked that question, it can get tiresome. So quick replies are used to be able to reply to commonly asked questions. I'm sure that Dini of Hope Academy is always asked by parents, how do you train our children? You're a home tutor. How can you offer that training to our children? And I'm sure Dini has a very nice message that explains. I offer trainings on, I train through our teacher, ABCD. We're able to cover 1 day a week. We're able to, and you see that message can be quite long. So instead, Dini sets up a quick reply to always, when a customer asks that, to have a very nice message, always written in preparation. And quick replies are good because quick replies can even be set up as attachments, and you can have your PDF, you can have an image, pictures. If people always ask, please send us photos of the men's shoes, Osman, you can add a few galleries and make them that is a quick reply. Quick replies are a great tool in messaging tools. Away message is also a good tool for when your business is away, when you're away from your business. So in an example, maybe your working hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So maybe 7 p.m. onwards, you don't want to be responding to a lot of WhatsApp messages. You can set an away message that says, I am away. We will respond to you the next business day. And another great tool that's available is Short Link. So Short Link allows you to have a link that directly leads people to WhatsApp. Why Short Link is good is because, for example, if you're on Facebook and you're inside a group and you share and you tell people, I'm Abdi Rahman, I hope I'm saying that okay. I have business clothes for men. Abdi Rahman has written to us, he's selling business clothes. And he says he enters a group in Mogadishu business community, he enters that Facebook group and shares, these are the business clothes I have. If you want this and much more, please talk to us via WhatsApp. And then this link allows you to have them click and they come to your WhatsApp direct. Because sometimes writing your number and waiting for customers to call or to WhatsApp might be difficult. This link is good because it allows people to just click and they appear on your WhatsApp. So I'm imagining that will be a very powerful tool for when you're messaging in groups, in communities and things like those. That is going to be a wonderful tool. So for the businesses that exist, for small business, create a business profile using the WhatsApp Business app and get started. Have all these functionalities we are seeing. Have these things filled in your profile. Tell people even by location. You can show them a description of your business. You can show them which category, your website if you have one, and even other details like your WhatsApp catalog. So up to there, Abdi Fattah, is that good enough for you to just, because those are the very important parts of the app. We can go slower than the others because it's information. I can do a bit faster. Abdi Fattah, you okay to translate up to there? You can just go back a few slides. Labels. I think we covered labels. You can do these ones.
Hello, Alex.
Good. Hey. So just
Hello.
this feature, those are the ones I can do like 5-10 slides before we translate.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I don't know. I think Abdi Fatah is having some problems with his connection.
Hello.
You can hear us? Okay, we're having some technical challenges with that connection. Abdi Fatah, when you're back, if you can hear us, just write back. I'll bring back the slides to this slide and we can do the explanation. For now, we can jump through and I'll give a very practical example of a business. We have Stanley Fashions here in Kenya, where Stanley Fashions, like Abdirahman, sells clothes, but he sells women's clothes particularly. So Stanley's Fashion sells thrift store based in Kenya, and he's able to attribute 80% of revenue to Facebook. 80% of all sales that he make come from Facebook. 50 inquiries happen daily on WhatsApp and Messenger. So Stanley is a business just like the businesses we're hearing here. Osman leather shoes. I'm hearing Abdirahman with his business clothes. So bringing this all together, Stanley is able to put his products online via Facebook, post like statuses, stories, and the tools that Steve walked you through to be able to grow his business just via having even WhatsApp. Customers can ask, is this dress available? Customers can buy products from him. And through that, he's been able to even gather a huge database of customers who now just watch his stories, his statuses, and then say, I want this product. So the same way, how can we transact and make our customers see us, then buy from us? Abdi Fatah, are you back? Okay, all right, we can continue.
Yes, sorry.
Good. Let me take you back to the slide that shows some of the tools, so that we cover that, we finish. Then the other ones, I think
Okay,
I can.
no.
We were here, I think, in quick replies.
Okay. Sorry, and sorry for my internet disruption. And asxaabay waxaan u maleynayaa featuradan waa kuwo aan hore usoo aragnay, qaarkood Facebook aan kusoo aragnay. waxaa ka mid ah quick replies in maxaa la yiraahdaa su'aalaha ugu badan oo businesskaaga la soo weydiiyo oo la yiraahdo frequent asked questions inaad u diyaarsatid jawaabo aad mar hore sii diyaarisay. jawaabahaas marka waxaad raacin kartaa sawirra raacin kartaa documents raacin kartaa si hadhoodii macnaha qofka duu soo yiraahdo intee ku taala businesskaaga ama maxaa qabatiin simply marka su'aashaas jawaabteeda u diraysaa adoo maaragtay hadda qorin. waxaan maleynayaa inaad si fiican fahamtay, waa tool aad u fiican waaye. Next, Alex. Quick replies alarm markaas waxaa ku xigo haddaan qaldaneen waxa la yiraahdo away messages marka waxaa asagana maaragtay uu qaabilsan yahay in aad maxaa la dhahaa markii aad ka maqan tahay businesskaaga oo tusaale ahaan xilliyada maaragtay aad shaqaynaynin oo kale inaad message aad diyaariso aad tirahdid oo waxaan maaragtay xilligaas shaqo kusoo laabanaynaa waan kusoo jawaabaynaa. marka away messages alla si qofka customerka ah marka ka maqan tahay businesskaaga oo san u dareemin maxaa la yiraahdaa inaad qof shaqaysanay aadan ahayn. marka next, Alex. waxaa ku xigo short links waxa waaye ani laftirkeyga maalinta weyto oo aan dheereen waxaan maleynayaa just maaragtay 2 weeks ago 2 isbuuc ka hor aan arkay. short links waxa waaye linkigan waa samaysanaysaa meel alla meeshii maaragtay internetka aad qof kula chat gareynaysa ama maaragtay website-kaaga ama other social media kale aad dhigaysaa linkigaas. qofku markuu ku dhufto linkigaas automatically waxaa la keeni doonaa maxaa la yiraahdaa WhatsApp-kaaga. ma fahanteen macnaha waa tool aad wanaagsan. waxay noqon jirtay qofka markuu WhatsApp-kaaga rabtid inaad u sheegtid inaad magacaaga u qorto u save garaysto ka bacdi kula soo xiriiro. laakiin hadda quick short linkigan wuxuu ku faa'iideynaa link le u diray qofka waxaa leedahay kusoo dhufto markuu kusoo dhufto automatically wuxuu ku imaanaya WhatsApp group maxaa la yiraahdaa message-ka kadibna waa ku shaqaysanaysid. so marka powerful tool waaye ama tool aad u wanaagsan. Next. waxaan maleynaa midaan waxa waaye waxa lagu soo ceshay business profile-ka oo WhatsApp business marka qof kasta oo hadda business leh oo maaragtay businesskiisa ka shaqaysiinayo WhatsApp-ka marka waxaad ku guuri kartaan WhatsApp business. WhatsApp-ka caadiga ku guura midka kale oo WhatsApp business waa free. waxyaabaha daatii aan soo qorayaa jirtay oo la soo marayaa jirtay oo aan sheegin WhatsApp business-kan waxyaabo badan u dheer yahay maxaa la yiraahdaa midka caadiga ah. waxaa ka mid ah xitaa intersection aad samayn kartid inkastoo weli aysan soo gaarin maxaa la yiraahdaa featurekaas Africa ama maleynayo wadamada qaar ay ku yar yihiin laakiin qofka wuxuu samayn karaa in uu kaaga gato businesska maxaa la yiraahdaa alaabtaada asagoo isticmaalaya WhatsApp business marka faahfaahin dheeraadna waa weydiin doonaa Alex. I think we can move on.
Perfect. Oh, thank you. And then now it all jumps in as we are training together with Abdi Fattah. As it all says, it's coming together and doing and now starting. And it all starts with downloading the app. It's as simple as downloading WhatsApp Business. It's an app on the Play Store or on the iOS store if you have an iPhone. Allows you to be able to start those things as we've seen. You're able to just download the app, fill in your business information, fill in your business name, build out the profile. For example, if we were doing this, we would be able to do Argan Leather, and we'd be able to write the description. Argan Leather sells high quality leather shoes, ABCD, and the categories of like clothing and apparel. If Argan Shoes has a website, or even could link people to Instagram or Facebook, whichever link you want to just send them. It could be Argan Shoes, arganshoes.com, Argan Shoes on Facebook, etc. You fill out your profile, add different details. Where is Argan Shoes? You can write the address. For example, you can write it's in Mogadishu. Which building? If it's a physical building, what category is it in? Description. You can even add email and website if you have one, and it builds up that WhatsApp business app. And you can see from the video, it's in 3 easy steps you can get WhatsApp business and get started with trying to transact on the platform. It's very simple, quick, and available to everybody who wants to use the platform to conduct business. You can see, you can set up and start filling in your information in your business settings. And as you can see, there's a lot more information, even a Google Maps location. If you want to add the Google Maps location, it can show the location of Google Maps. And explore the features. Start using the greeting message, away tools, quick replies, so that your business can get the best out of WhatsApp to simplify getting and talking to your customers and engaging them on the platform. So as we look at WhatsApp, what are some of the best practices for WhatsApp? If we look at WhatsApp best practices, we'll see that just one moment. Yes, the best practices is number 1, to be responsive. Always communicate with your customers, rate them back when they write you. If people have queries, just give them the response and try to do this within good time. You know, one day, 24 hours is beyond 24 hours is a lot of time to it. If somebody wants to do business with you, you can monitor trends to understand what do customers want. You know, what are they asking for? Are they asking for more pictures? The more you hear what they want, the more you can start preparing for it. You can start preparing for quick replies. If you always hear that the trend is for customers to ask for photos, you can always do that. You can set expectations with the things like greeting message and away message will help you and like welcome your customer and tell them, by the way, at this time I'm away, I cannot be able to respond to your message. So the away message helps you with that. You also need to know how to answer sensitive questions and write the way you speak. Writing the way you speak is very important. As you can see even here, the way we are training today, if we were to conduct and help you somebody maybe via WhatsApp, I try and help you to set up maybe your Facebook or Instagram. You know, I have to be able to communicate the same way I'm communicating in this training. I have to not be very brief. I want to tell and speak to customers very personably. So you also want to write the way you speak. And up to there. If there's any questions, feel free to ask. I think we've covered best practices for WhatsApp. The only part left is crafting WhatsApp strategy. So I'll do this one, then Abdi Fatah will be able to translate all of it. We finish. So crafting your WhatsApp strategy then looks at understanding who the customer who's going to come to you. If they're going to come, Dini, they're going to come to Hope Academy for you as their tutor. You need to understand them, because what they'll come to ask here is one-to-one and things that are the needs that they have. So how do you understand your target audience? Number one, you have to ask, what questions will they be asking of your business? Of course, when I hear of Hope Academy and I hear they're a home tutor, I'll obviously ask, how do you offer this home tutor? So that's a question. So you can even set that question up as a quick reply. You know, every parent will always ask, now, how will you train my child? And you have a very nice message written about how you do it. You save it as a quick reply. If it's Osman, if they're looking at leather shoes, you know, your customer will always ask you, where is the leather source? So is it like quality leather? Is it mixed with anything? Is it tanned leather? So you'll always hear that there are customers and some questions. So the more you hear from these questions and anticipate them, you see, like Osman, for example, can have that in his greeting message. We make at Agan, we make 100% leather shoes. So you see, you've already told the customer there's nothing mixed. So because you know that's a question they'll ask, there's nothing mixed, it's 100% leather. Hope, I think we've spoken to Dini where we've done that message as a quick reply, because when parents ask it, you tell them how you tutor via a nice message. To Abdurrahman, who's selling business clothes, you know, I'm sure people will ask, how do I buy? How do I see your selection? Are you at a store location? He can be having, and then he writes his message as a quick reply. We are located at here, and we are open from what time to what time. Feel free to visit. So you see, that's also a quick reply. It's prepared in advance. So because you've understood the needs of your customer, then you ask yourself, you know, already people are asking you, even if they come to the store, they come and ask you, do you have this? Do you have this? You know, those are the same things customers will come to ask online. So prepare yourself with those. And then how do you expect them to respond to your WhatsApp campaign? For example, a WhatsApp campaign is when you want to, for example, go to Facebook groups and tell people, please, the new year is coming. Please register your children for home tutors, or during the festive season or during the break, register them for home tutors. But you know, when you post that in a parents group, for example, you post that in Bosaso, I don't know if there's family groups, Bosaso, even Bosaso Marketplace. And then you tell people that the way you should be, and you should prepare. What if a lot of customers come and ask me, you know, things like, how do I offer? How much is the pay? You should have all those things prepared so that you're able to respond to the campaign. And that's how you understand your target audience. Abdi Fatah, that's all the points for WhatsApp. Do you want me to go back to the slide by slide and you just tell me next where you need? Abdi Fatah, I've returned back to 1 or 2 slides before so that you can be able to.
And Alex, yes, please.
Yep. So, all right. Yeah, they are. One moment. There you go.
Yes, and waxaan u maleynayaa waxaan maaragtay ka bilaabeynaa marka hore horta in WhatsApp business la soo download gareysto. Dadka qaar laga yaabo in isweydiiyaan WhatsApp caadiyan haystaa maxaa sameeyaa ma upgrade ku sameyn karaa maya. WhatsApp business jiro oo gooni ah sida WhatsApp ka caadiga u soo degsatid internetka daa gashid Google Play maxaa la yiraahdaa App Store-ka waxaad ka helaysaa WhatsApp business ka bacdi waa soo degsanaysaa waxaad buuxinaysaa marka business profile-ka oo tusaalahan magaca business-ka maxaa la yiraahdaa link-yadii oo dhan wixii dhan ku qoraysaa marka waxaa meeshan ugu qoran wax la yiraahdo best practice for responding to message waxyaabaha ugu maartay talaabooyin ugu fiican oo message loogu jawaabi karo tusaale ahaan marka hore waxaa la rabaa inaad noqotid responsive waxaa waaye qofka inaad tahay qof mar walba jawaabayo taa waxaa arkaysaa fariina lasoo qoraa businesskaaga qof wuxuu kusoo leeyahay waxaan u baahanahay dalabkaas xaggee degan tihiin maxaa qabatiin intaasoo message arkaysaa marka soo qofka kasoo jawaabeyn marka waxaa la rabaa marka in qofka businesska maadaama u furatay businesska inaad ka macaashtid dad badan ay kugu soo xirmaan waa inaad jawaab bixisaa midda labaad monitor trends waxaa waaye meesha dadka u badan yihiin nala socotid tusaale ahaan dadka haddii u badan yihiin su'aalo la xiriiro businesskiin businesskaaga xaguu ku yaala ama maaragtay maxaa qabatiin waa inaad ka fikirtaa jawaabahaas inaad sii diyaarisid tusaale ahaan meesha daati aan soo aragnoo kale waxaa samaysan kartaa maxaa la yidhahdaa quick replies aa samaysan kartaa oo tusaale ahaan su'aalaha ay dadka ku weydiinayaan inta badan intaad qiimaysid maskaxdaada aad jawaab usii diyaarsan kartaa expectations waxa la yidhaahdo waxaa macnaha samaynaysaa dadka waxyaabaha ay kaa rajeynayaan ama ay kaa filayaan aad usii diyaarinaysaa tusaalahaan hadday tahay businesskaaga wax ku saabsan tusaalahaan dadka waxyaabaha ugu badan iska weydiiyaan waxaa ka mid ah sambals aa lagu weydiin karaa maxaa waaye noocyada ay haysid wax naga tus inaad usii diyaar garowdid sidoo kale waxaa la rabaa sidoo kale inaad ka ogaatid sida u jawaab leed maxaa la yidhahdaa su'aalaha sensitive-ka ah su'aalahaan mararka qaar qofaa customer xanaaqsan kula soo hadli karo ama su'aal wax kusoo weydiin kara aad maar sensitive u ah inaadan just aadan fariin yar aad u qorin mararka qaar waxaa samayn kartaa inaad wicitaan aad ku dartid inaad tiraahdo face to face nagu soo booqo aan ku kulanno si macnaha aad waxyaabaha sensitive-ka ah si ka duwan sidii communicationka caadiga ugu wajahdid ugu dambeyntii inaad maxaa la yidhaahdaa qortid qaabka aad u hadlaysid macnaha sida inaad wax qorto qaabka u hadlaysid dabcan marka hadda aad hadlaysid qofku waad xushmeynaysaa si wanaagsan aad usoo dhaweynaysaa markii businesska aad joogtid waa somahan oo physically qofka kugu imaado laakiin qofka hadda uu kaa maqan yahay ha isdhihin qofkan u jeedo sidaa rabtid wax u qor marka qaabka u hadli lahayd inaad sidaas oo kale wax ugu qortid okay next Alex okay and the next marka waxaa waaye hadda muhiimadda oo meeshaan taalo waxay tahay in aad fahamtid qaabkii maxaa la yidhahdaa ama target audience waxaa la yidhahdaa dadka kugu xiran oo macaamiishaada ah ayaa waxay ku yihiin target audience meeshay rabaan adduunka ka joogaan maraykanka joogaan america yurub africa meesha rabaa ka joogo qofka mar hadduu kugu xiran yahay oo maxaa la yidhahdaa dalabaad uu kusoo weydiinaayo su'aalo uu kusoo weydiinaayo business uu kula samaynayo that's your target customer marka ama audience-gaaga kuwaas waayo waxaa loo baahan yahay marka inaad fahamtid say u fahmaysaa marka waxaa la iska rabaa inaad strategy isticmaashid next marka meeshan waxaa noogu qoran ilaa 3 qodob aan noogu qoran 3 qodob wax kale ma ahan waxaa waaye su'aalaha ay ku weydiin karaan oo ku saabsan businesskaaga inaad maskaxda ka sii shaqaysid tusaale ahaan qofka target customer-kaaga su'aalo noocee uu ku weydiin karaa waa inaad ka sii xisaabtantid jawaabahoodana aad sii diyaarsatid sidoo kale waxaad maaragtay fiirin kartaa pageska ama journalistka aad leedahay message-yada ay soo dhigaan dadka iyo comment-yadooda tusaale ahaan maalin dhaweydna waa laga hadlay sessionka hore dadka qaar comment-yaa lasoo posti soo dhigayaan comment-yaa laga soo bixiyaa oo marka qaar waxaa waaye si gooniyaa lagula soo hadlaa private messages lagu soo diraa waxaasoo dhan waxaa loo baahan yahay in qofka uu monitor gareeyo uu la socdo laakiin haddaad dhahaysa aniga wax walbo waa dhigaale hadhoodii wax feedback ma bixinaya dadka waxaa waaye tartiibay ku nici doonaan marka inaad mar walba la socotid sidoo kale inaad maskaxdaada ku haysid sidee ugu jawaabi kartaa ama aad maxaa la yidhahdaa dadka oo tusaalahaan oo audience-gaaga ah campaigns-ka aad ka samaynayso whatsapp oo kale inaad maaragtay expectation-ka kaa leeyihiin oo kale inaad fiiriso marka waxaa jiro whatsapp campaign ama social media campaign waa naqaanaa qofku markuu samaynayo discount ama maaragtay promotion uu samaynayo ama uu rabo in uu dadka uu la wadaago product cusub uu keenay dabcan campaign la organize gareeyaa kabacdi campaign-kaasaa maaragtay dadka bulshada la gaarsiiya marka ayada laftirkeeda inaad ogaatid dadka maxay kaa filanayaan waxyaabahay kaa filanayaan so Alex I think we covered all the slides.
Yes, thank you so much. And the key takeaways, participants, is in the end, WhatsApp is that place to engage your customers. Whatever business you're in, bring them into this platform, have them, save them, and know this is your customers year in, year out. You can save them and in the WhatsApp business app, grow with them. You're able to set expectations with your customers, have communication easy, make it easy for customers to reach you. Amplify your efforts with that, and then measure your engagement and performance. remember, if you want to learn this and much more, there's self-paced learning in the free Facebook with Facebook e-learning platform called Facebook Blueprint, where you can learn this and much more about the Facebook family of apps, whether you want to learn WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook itself, and how to use it in your business. You can be able to use the Facebook Blueprint to learn. And here is where there's a Q&A section. If there's any questions, I've not seen any questions in the Q&A, but if you have any, please write to us now. Please write to us any questions that you might have in the Q&A tab, and we'll be able to answer them. If not, I can jump to our second slide, covering business strategy. So let me just stop sharing this one, and let's jump into that one. If you have any questions, remember, you can even ask, you can ask through Abdifata, you can write to him, and you can be able to ask in the forum, and we can discuss it. If not, if everybody's satisfied and going well, we can continue. And we can continue with a very interesting and powerful presentation on understanding customers with Facebook Insights. Oh, no, I don't think. Sorry, I think that one is not here. Oh, it is. It is, sorry. It is understanding how to build an effective advertising strategy, sorry, is what we're covering on our second slide. This is a very important one in business any day. And before we continue, actually, I'll play a clip by Wild International that talks about strategy, and it's important in business. So I'll play this clip before we start our presentation and then discuss it. So let me just share my screen so you can all see. Hope you can all see. I'm going to be talking about something strategical, and you should hear from Wild International, the Boost with Facebook partner, who's training us here today in conjunction with Digital Shelter. So here's what we say about strategy.
As an entrepreneur, you're the chief strategist of your business. So the big question is your strategy working for you? Is there evidence that your strategy is unlocking growth? Is there evidence that the strategy is unlocking opportunities? So I would encourage you to join us at Wild International to help us power your business to the next level by unlocking opportunities and addressing challenges, including competition.
Heard from Wild International, how do we address business challenges that also include competition? So on today, we're going to cover one part of strategy, and it's on effective advertising. How do you go about doing effective advertising so that your strategy can help you win in your digital place? I don't know if there was a question from Abdi Fatah was asking. You can ask your questions. Thank you, Abdi, for asking that. I'm seeing some questions have actually come up. Thanks for that. Before we jump into the strategy slide, I'm seeing Mohammed has written, my name is Mohammed, I live in Bosaso. How can I use WhatsApp to help the community with my business? How Facebook and WhatsApp can link up with an explanation by showing us. I'll show you how to connect. Yes, there is a place where you can connect Facebook and WhatsApp. If you have the WhatsApp business app, I'll be able to do a live preview so that we can look how to do that. About to help the community with my business. That one, Mohammed, I don't know, which business are you in? Let's see if we can put a practical example. Mohammed, please write to us on the chat or on the Q&A which business you are, so that I can connect the way you do your business, the way you WhatsApp and the Facebook, how they can all come together. So I'll wait for that feedback, Mohammed, but that's a very good question. Thanks for asking. I will show you how to connect WhatsApp and Facebook. Thank you so much for that question. Sagal Yusuf has asked, how do I connect my WhatsApp automatic into Facebook or other platforms in social media? Another good question. Number one is the link, the one we mentioned, short links. So that short link that you get from WhatsApp Business that you're able to share. So if you share that link, even if you're sharing it to Twitter, if you're sharing it to somebody messaging on Facebook, even if you're sharing it to Facebook group, that link can help you connect directly to Facebook, to your WhatsApp. You can directly bring people into your WhatsApp. So that way, and then the other way is the other one that Mohammed is asking about, how to connect Facebook and Instagram. I will be able to show you that shortly. Thank you for those questions, Sagal and Mohammed. Those two are done. And Abdi Rahman, how to connect my mobile number to the business account of my Facebook page. Wonderful. You guys have great questions. So let me just queue up that and show you practically all the things that you've asked me here today. I'll use Wild International's page as an example because we know them and they're the ones here together with us. I will show you practically how to connect these few things. So let me just close that. I'll share my screen. And if you can see my screen, let me just zoom in a bit. This is visible to everybody. So this is your Facebook page, for example. This is Wild International one, the one for Wild, where they have their page. They've posted a few different things. This is their posts. This is what's happening and things like those. And as things go on, they post here, which is great. So number one, when they want to connect, and I have an existing link, I think I can show you the short link that you usually get. Let me just give you an example. Let me just open here my WhatsApp. I can show you just 1 minute until I can. I have that link I want to show you. Good. Here's, okay. I think I deleted it accidentally. No, but I have it. Just 1 minute, participants. I want to show you the short link that usually comes from WhatsApp. I want to show you how it looks like from the WhatsApp business one, and I'll post it even in the Zoom link so that everybody can see and try if the link will work for them. So I'll just share that link. Just 1 moment. So I made it into another shorter link, but ideally it should be here. I've posted it in the chat, everyone. That's usually like an example of like the short link that you get from WhatsApp that will give you the ability to be able, once you click it, it takes you direct to WhatsApp. If you want to try it, click it. But even in me, if I click it, for example, I have it here, copy pasted. So if I click this, it should ideally take me direct to, you see, to the number of continue to chat, to the number. Okay, I have WhatsApp downloaded. Just 1 minute. I have the WhatsApp app downloaded. So if I click it, it takes me direct to the phone number of the person. Okay, sorry. Okay. This one is taking me, because I installed WhatsApp desktop, it's taking me to the desktop version, but it's okay. You click the link and see, it should take you to the profile of this school, and you'll see direct, maybe Hope Academy can see, and then she can learn 1 or 2 things. So that's an example. You get that link from WhatsApp, from the WhatsApp business profile. But if you also want to connect now WhatsApp to the phone number, here under your page, there should be a settings tab. If you scroll, you can come here to, sorry, it's this side. You can come here to the settings tab, choose settings. And you can come and fill in WhatsApp. You see there's Instagram. So first you can even connect your Instagram to your Facebook page. So like this one, Wild International is connected. But then I can come under settings, you'll also find WhatsApp. Now here you have to add, you see, connect WhatsApp to Facebook. to ask you, and then it'll ask you the number. So for example, this one is because we're in Kenya, but if we were in Somalia as well, you just choose Somalia, your country code, and you choose the number. So the number that you have has to be on WhatsApp Business. So once you do this, when you click continue, it sends a code to that number, and all you need to do is verify that code and add it here. And now your WhatsApp is connected to your Facebook. I want to see an example of somebody who's done that before. Yeah, because once you set it up, it becomes that. Somebody can even use, somebody can send a message via WhatsApp to your page. This call to action button, I think you walked through this with Steve. Like this one, this call to action button, you can change it to be add WhatsApp instead, to be that people can, to ask that people can message you to WhatsApp. And the same can be able to feature on your page that you have a WhatsApp link, so that when people want to come here, they can choose to send you a WhatsApp message. I hope that has been clear. I was walking you through. A few participants asked that question: how do you connect? How do you make that connection? And that is how. I hope that has been insightful and useful for you. All right, let's tackle WhatsApp, this strategy. Unless there's any other question, feel free again to write. As you can see, we are very keen on helping you understand fully how to use WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram all together, because the better they work together, the better you succeed. So I'm going to jump into this presentation, how to build an effective advertising strategy. If my participants, you can see and hear well and see the presentation in full screen, please use raise hand so that I know we are together. Please use the raise hand. Ah, super. Thank you, Abdifata. I'm seeing you already there. I'm seeing attendees are also there. Thank you, Hassan. Thank you, Sadia. Thank you, Yusuf, Asanteni. Everybody who's writing and engaging back, it is for you that we are here to train you. So how to build an effective strategy, advertising strategy. Here we'll be tackling very good things. And again, remember, my name is Alex Moore, your trainer. We're going to be looking at defining your business goal and target audience, understanding your customer's journey, setting advertising objectives on Facebook, creating your ad on Facebook, and measuring success of ads on Facebook. So we're going to be deep diving into first what you need to set up before you jump into advertising, but as well, what is that behind the strategy that makes it successful? We also need to understand our customers, and we also need to know how to set the right advertising objectives and create nice ads. And I'll start with some insight about Facebook, because Facebook gives you the ability to reach people where they spend their time. That's on their laptop, on their mobile, and in Facebook stores like Facebook Shop, Instagram Shop, is you can also have the ability to find them there. And people come to connect with friends and businesses on Facebook, and that's the opportunity for your business to start connecting with your target audience. But how do you jump into this? Because you know there's 2.3 billion people, or 2.3 billion people using Facebook in any month. Oh, I'm seeing Agan. Agan, thanks for writing. I'm seeing your link to Agan Company WhatsApp is already set up. Thank you for your promptness, Bona Osman. So 2.3 billion people use Facebook in any given month. And 2/3 of that number say they come to connect to a local business at least once a week. So just like you have your friends, your family, they're all on Facebook. But do you know 2/3 of them want to engage with businesses like yours online at least once a week? So that's super good. 46% of people surveyed say they made a purchase online after they saw a product or service on Instagram. So as we jump into understanding, then how do we start doing business on these platforms? We then will come by starting to define your business goals. But before that, Abdifata, if you want to, is that section behind me long enough, or do we go a bit further to goals?
I think you can keep moving.
Cool, super. So let's look at, as you want to jump in and start doing business, we're all excited. I'm seeing Osman is so doing so well that is taken the training, now connect it to your Facebook page the way I've showed you. All those things will come together, but then come back and ask yourself, my platforms are okay, but I need to start defining my goal. What do I want to do with goals? And when we come to online and you want to market and you want to sell a product or whatever, you have to set goals. And by setting goals, we mean preparing your business to have a target. So we can say goals are set by being smart, by being specific. That is, instead of saying I want to sell shoes, Osman can say he wants to sell 20 pairs of shoes via WhatsApp, for example. Instead of Dini saying she wants to tutor students, she can say, I want to tutor 50 students. Abdirahman says business clothes. You can say, I want to have sold 10 men attires by the end of the month. That's an example. So SMART goals, specific, that's specific. Measurable also ties back into that. You want to be able to say, if my goal was 10, how do I measure? My measure is that I need to get to 10. If I got to 6, I've measured, I know I was not able to succeed, but I've also measured. It has to be achievable. So you have to set a goal. Don't say, now that you've learned to do Facebook, you will sell 1,000 shoes before the end of this month. It will be difficult because you have to put in a lot of different groundwork. You might succeed and get it. I wish that it will happen like that. But sometimes you also have to set an achievable. If you sold 1 pair, what would make you sell 1,000? So we continue looking at that. We also need to make it relevant. So for example, your goal for maybe the end of year, you see now it's almost end of year time. You can say my goal relevant is I want to sell 50 pairs of shoes. Is it relevant? Because in this festive season, so that goal is relevant because people maybe want to buy a lot of shoes during the festive season, and then it has to be time bound. You can say I want to sell 50 shoes between now and the end of December. That's time bound. It keeps you to a time. So that is the first step when you want to come onto Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and start pushing to move your products. You first start with a set goal. Now I know Abdi Fatah, that one is in depth enough for you to cover as points.
Thank you, Alex. All right. I think when asxaabi waxa waaye kulay wixii WhatsApp waa laga soo hadlay. I think inaan wax badan ka faa'iideen WhatsApp business loo isticmaalo intiina leh WhatsApp kane oo WhatsApp business na maartay waa leeyihiin intii aan lahaynna in hadda kadib baad ku tala gashaan business kiina in WhatsApp business u sameysaan. Su'aalo badan la weydiiyay oo qaarkood ahaa sidee la isugu xiraa waan la tusay qofkii u baahan faahfaahin dheeraad ah xitaa si gooniya maartay waa WhatsApp groupkeena nagala soo hadli karaa ama si gooniyan ila soo hadli karaa. Okay, hadda waxaan galaynaa wax la yiraahdo istaraatiijiyad in la diyaariyo marka laga hadlaayo businesskaaga inaad horumarisid ama wax la yiraahdo business promotion marka sameynaysid istaraatiijiyad in laga shaqeeyo u baahan tahay. Marka istaraatiijiyada marka waxay u baahan tahay inaad cadeysid goolka aad leedahay. Alex, inaad goolkaaga cadeysid goolka marka waxa waaye waxa lagu soo koobaa waxa la yiraahdaa just I think we can move on these statistics because we have covered these in the past session I think. waxaan maleynayaa statistics kan waa soo aragnay intaasoo bilyan la isticmaalo. Okay, yeah, this is good. So goolka marka la rabo in la dejiyo dhamaantiin waa aragteen waxa la yiraahdaa smart goals al iskaraba. Smart goals maxaa la dhahaa? Smart waa area la soo gagaabiyay. Number 1 waa specific inuu yahay goolkaaga waa inuu yahay mid oo specific ah oo maxaa la cayiman. Tusaalahan dhigi kartid aniga tusaalaha waxa soo qaadanaya agan shoes oo kale aniga waxaan rabaa inaan gado 10 pair of shoes ama 10 kobo inaan gado 2 bil soo socoto ama bish soo socoto ama 2 isbuuc soo socoto internet kana ku gado ama WhatsApp kana ku gado. Waxa waaye specific waaye. Laakiin dad tiraahdo waxaan rabaa inaan kuba gado specific ma noqonayo. Measurable waxa waaye inaad cabiri kartid. Tusaalahan cabiri kartid waxa laga wadaa haddii tusaalahan 10 shoes qaadatay 5 marka maraysa camal haddii waqtigu ku dhaco waa measurable. Waxa leedahay waqtigii ay u dhacay 5tan waxa waaye way gadi weysay goolka dambe aad jinayso marka waxa ku base gareynaysaa sidii aad maartay waxa la yiraahdaa cabirkaas 10 u qaadanay ma customer badan u baahantay inaad target gareysid waqti ka duwan aad la hadashid waa fahanteen oo malena. qodobka saddexaad waa achievable wax la gaari karo goolkan hadaa la gaari karo dadka ka waran bishan waxaan rabaa inaan gado 100 kobo oo WhatsApp-ka bis ah ka gado marka waxa waaye waa hal raba goolka inuu noqdo mid achievable ah sidoo kale relevant inuu yahay mid xiriir la leh ama maartay xiriir la leh dadka aad kugu xiran oo kale iyo seasonka lagu jiro iyo tusaale ahaan haddii aad joogtid ka waran meel magaalo aan ahayn oo tuulo ah businesskaagana aad rabtid targetkaaga goolkaaga inaad ka dhigtid intaasoo qof inay wax kaa gataan macnaha waxaa la rabaa goolka aad dejinaysid inuu noqdo mid xiriir la leh customerkaaga iyo areada aad joogtid oo xidhan waxaas dhan waxaa ka muhiimsan ama maartay oo muhiim ah time bound waxa la dhahay time bound waxa waa dadka inta badan way iska ignore garayaan qodobkan ina waqti u samaysid goal aad dejinaysid feature uu inoo rabo in xasuunato waxa waa ina waqti siisid goal aan waqti lahayn just waxa waa imagine waxa waa maartay ambitious way ama inaad tahay qof maartay wax iska mal awaalayo laakiin goalku waa inuu lahaado waqti waa inaad dhahdid labada bilood soo socoto intaas aan maartay aan gaara iyo xilmada waxaan leeyahay fahamteen Alex you can move on.
Thank you. And as you've seen, as you set your smart business goals, they can vary by business. For example, in a restaurant, the goal for that business might be they want more customers every night. So they want to increase their diner guests by 100 during the month of December. You can hear they have a specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and time-bound goal. Because their goal is 100 new diners, 100 diner guests every day for the week of December, for the month of December. The architecture firm wants to generate 20 qualified leads for projects over 50,000 planned for the coming year, while the online jewelry store wants to increase the number of website visitors to 5,000 a month by November. So you can see goals also vary by your business. So no way that Osman's Agan business can be the same business goal as Hope Academy of Dini, that now this one wants to recruit children, this one wants to sell the shoes that they have. The goal cannot be the same, but it all has to be that you have a smart business goal. So that's the first part of having your advertising plan. You set a goal. Then after you set a goal, you go ahead and define your target audience. By target audience, we mean who is that person who can become your customer. It's nice that the platform, Facebook, has, for example, 2 billion people, but it's too broad. If I reached all those 2 billion people, would they all be interested in my leather shoes? Would they all be interested in my tutor services? No. So we usually say we need to find on social media the people who matter to you. So how do we target and see how to acquire the people who matter to us? So those are usually called our target customer. And how do you find them? How do you define your target audience? The first question you ask yourself is, what needs do your typical customers have? What does your typical customer look like? And what motivates your customer? So those three are very important questions to ask yourself. If you're looking at a target audience, say for example, young men living in Somalia. So as you define, you need to ask yourself, what needs will these young men have? If they're coming to Abdirahman, they want business clothes because they're starting out their career. So you also need to engage them based on that. Then you ask yourself, what does your typical customer look like? That is by not their face or anything, it's by their things you can identify: their gender is male or female, their age, their gender, age, and location. So you can even say, while I might post this shoe and it reaches somebody in Kenya, I don't think that's my target audience because we don't have international shipping or something like that. So your target audience should also be very specific. And you need to ask yourself, what needs does your product or service solve? You need to ask yourself, what are the demographics and interests of potential customers? And you also need to ask yourself, what moves them to try your product or service. So your target audience is usually defined by that. And again, this is also just like the business goal is not the same. You can't copy one person and say, "Oh, this is my target audience." So you can see here, our restaurant, their target audience was people who are looking to socialize over good food. That is the need that they're trying to solve. While their demographic is they have to look for those young social people. That's why you are seeing 20 to 34-year-olds, and they live in a certain area because that's where maybe the restaurant is. So that's their business goal, is to acquire these people between those ages who want to socialize over good food. And they also have other things that you can know them by. The demographic is that they have no children. They have interest in food, cocktails, and the food network. So you can see that somebody they found, that's their target audience. What motivates them is promotions. What motivates this customer is promotions. Is that, for example, when I say buy one, get one free, the customers will come. And for your business, what is it? We'll look at one example or two, or all of them that I know. We can look at their target audiences and examples. In the architecture firm, the need is for people who are looking to remodel their house, and the demographic is 35 to 54-year-olds, because those are the people who've already bought a home. Maybe they have a college degree, they own their home. You see, the customer persona can be very different. For example, in Abdirahman's business, where they want to sell business attire, there could be business attire for young people, for old people, for anybody really. And then you need to ask yourself, what's your motivation? I think what they're motivated by as well. So for your business, let's look at the last example, and then we tackle 3 from the participants who are here today. We have need is somebody who's looking to commemorate an important occasion. This is the jewelry store. If the demographic is engaged or pregnant, people between a certain age, and their interest and promotion is personalized service. So I'd want to know is what is Agan's strength in that. So let me just check. Agan, let me see, you posted the link. Agan Company, for example, their customer persona might be the need, somebody who's looking for stylish and quality leather shoes. So that's what they're providing. Their demographic is, they can say maybe is gentle ladies or gents between the ages of 30 to 50 who are looking for whose interest is in fashion, etc., while their motivation is the quality of the product. Even quality can be a motivator. So we can set that. And then once you do that, you create your target audience. You understood up to there, you create a target audience. So as we engage and understand those 2 things, we have a smart business goal now. We've thought of a target audience. I'd love if we could take that short 5-minute break so that we can digest. These are the first 2 factors that are very important for our businesses to have correct, so that they can you can set up your online presence the right way. So I would wish that we take a very short break. I'd forgotten about the break, but we will continue just exactly there. So that our participants can have a short water break, including our panelists and myself. It's a short 5-minute break before we come and resume with what's next after you know who is your target audience. And maybe during the break, write to me as you come back, write to me who is your target audience and why. We're gonna be during the break. It's a 5-minute break. Don't take too long. Please come back immediately. I'll be sharing my screen with this clock. So that you can see 5 minutes. During those 5 minutes, when you come back, we continue with the second part of the conversation on what is important in your business strategy, in your marketing advertising strategy. So I'll pause there. See you in 5.
qalantid qalbigaaga jabay uma qalantid niyadaada qasan uma qalantid qisaadan iyo xada uma qalantid qalbigaaga jabay uma qalantid niyadaada qasan uma qalantid qisaadan iyo xada uma qalantid وما قلنتد قوم ميعين وما قلنتد قيرة أندمان وما قلنتد قف كنت وين وما قلنتد وما قلنتد قوم ميعين وما قلنتد قيرة أندمان وما قلنتد قف كنت وين وما قرنتد دنيدادو تاي قرحدي شديها قرسوهمين غيركا هرمودا ديغا هو عقبسوهمين عكسوين قفنبا قصمكي فرحدا هذا خاصو ليه عكسوين قفنبا dunidaadu tahay qoraxdii shideeha qarsoomin qayrka hormooda diiga huwe ha qabsoomin haka sugin qofnaba qosomkii farxadaada khaasule haka sugin qofnaba قلنتد الماذا قبن ما قلنتد وما قلنتد هذا الذي قرار ما قلنتد وما قلنتد الصابي واديق ما قلنتد وما قلنتد الماذا قبن ما قلنتد وما قلنتد هذا الذي قرار ما قلنتد وما قلنتد الصابي واديق ما قلنتد وما قلنتد نبرد قرصون وما قلنتد جسمي يا قلن وما قلنتد وقدر الله وما قلنتد وما قلنتد نبرد قرصون وما قلنتد جسمي يا قلن وما قلنتد وقدر الله قرحدي شديها قرسومين غيركا هرمودا ديغا هو عقبسومين عكسوين قفنبا قصمكي فرحدا هذا خاصو ليه عكسوين قفنبا الدنيا تاي قرحدي شديها قرسومين غيركا هرمودا ديغا هو عقبسومين عكسوين قفنبا قصمكي فرحدا
Good. That was a short 5-minute break. I hope we're all back and can hear me, and we're good to continue with the session. If you can hear me and all is good, please raise your hand so I can see everything's okay. Good. There's some more hands raised there and we can continue. I hope you've been able during that break, given us your feedback on the feedback form, but also asked for your business. What is my target audience? How do I get to those? Let me pull up back to our slide and show us what we had covered. Just one moment, participants. Target audience. Yes. Good. I hope you can all see that slide. Remember our target audience when we were covering, we were asking what needs does that typical customer have? What does your typical customer look like? And what motivates your typical customer? I'll continue just at the examples that are there. We see if we can craft that for your business. So let's see. Target audiences again vary by businesses. So don't take Agan's and Hope's. Don't take Agan's the target audience and then say, I'll just use this for my tutoring business. So you can see for the restaurant in an example, their need is to socialize over good food, where the demographic that they're targeting is the young professionals. So remember those examples. So those give you some good insight on understanding the target audience. So once you understand the target audience, I'll let Abdifatah translate after we cover one more called understanding the customer journey, which is a very simple one because it really is just saying you now have the goal. You want 20 new customers. You now know what are they looking for and how can you get them? So you have the goal, you have the target audience, and then you come and say, now I need to understand how do I engage my customer? So when you're understanding your customer journey, you need to just know, like any customer, like any person, even you when you're being sold to, even you, if you're not the business, if you're the one selling shoes at Agan, you know that if I was looking to buy shoes first, I would look online, there's in different stages. But if I saw your shoe for the first time, I saw they were nice, but I was not looking to buy. Sometimes I won't buy just because of that. So we need to understand that in any business, the customer journey and marketing fund are almost similar, but you have to understand what goes into each. So the first one is, for example, you need to know that your customers become aware of the solution that you have. So they hear Hope Academy offers home tutoring. So you're like, wow, now I've been looking for a tutor, or now I'm aware that actually once I see the grades, or once my children come home and I realize, oh, by the way, they were not doing so well in school, I join that link with the tutor. Then I say, hey, tutor, I now know, I have known about your business for a while. Now I want to get my kids tutored. So there's consideration. Consideration is when people are trying to make the decision whether to buy or not buy. So if I was in Abdirahman's business, where there are business clothes, where we can say in consideration, the customer is wondering, I'm window shopping for some outfits for the new year or for end of year. You know, there's sometimes those end of year formal events you're called to. So this person again is considering. So they'll come to your page and look through a few of the products, the photos, So that one is usually called they're considering. Then finally, there's usually they're converting. So in converting here, it's saying now they are closing the deal. They want to buy from you. They click and they decide to buy that directly. So that's your customer journey: awareness, consideration, and conversion. So I'll bring it to Abdifatah to remind us, refresh us on your target audience. During that time, I'll write on the chat just to see who has a target audience, who knows their target audience for their business. Please tell us and share us in the chat. So Abdirahman, please go ahead. Oh, Abdifatah, sorry, Abdifatah. I confused it. I'm seeing some people in the chat have written. Also,
okay. Sorry, don't worry, it's okay. Yeah, waa mahadsantihiin asxaabay. Waxaa kasoo hadalnay markii aan ka hadlaynay istaraatiijiyadda in la dejiyo oo ku saabsan businesska sida ku promote kara lahayd. Qodobka ugu horeeya wuxuu ahaa horta inaad goal yeelatid. Wax walba waxaa ka horeeya goalkana waa sheegnay waa inuu smart noqdo. Smart maxay tahay? Waa kasoo hadalnay in waqti u lahaado, in uu yahay mid maaragtay ku habboon waqtigaas, inuu yahay mid la gaari karo, inuu yahay mid la cabiri karo. Ma fahamteen? Inuu yahay mid qof walba og yahay oo maxaa la yiraahdaa uusan ahayn mid good aysan ahayn. qodobka ku xigo markii la rabo istaraatiijiyad inaad dejisid oo businesskaaga aad ku promote gareynaysid waxa waaye inaad taqaanid customerkaaga, knowing your customerkaaga inaad taqaanid. waxa waaye dadka tirada badan oo Facebook dhex jiro oo balaayinta ah dhammaantood customerskaaga maaha. marka taas ogaaw si marka customerskaaga aad u garatid waxa lagaga baahan yahay dhowr qodob inaad ka fiirisid. qodobka koobaad waxa la yiraahdaa next Alex inaad fiirisid maxay u baahan yihiin customerkaaga, maxay u baahan yihiin oo inaad fiirisaa waa need, what your customers need, baahidooda maxay tahay. qodobka labaad waxa u baahan tahay inaad ogaatid demographic, waxa la yiraahdaa xagee joogaan horta. demographic waxa la yiraahdaa waa maartay term guud waaye oo ka hadlayo location-ka degan yihiin, da'dooda intee la eg tahay, rag iyo dumar maxay yihiin, ma fahamteen. maxaa la yiraahdaa marital status-kooda waase, maxaa la dhahaa education level-kooda intuu leegyahay, area-da ay degan yihiin, ma magaalo degan yihiin, tuulo degan yihiin. marka saddexdan qodob baa la isaga baahan yahay. qodobkooda waxaan dhahnay maxay u baahan yihiin customerkaaga, waa midda koobaad. qodobka labaad waxa waaye sidee u egyihiin marka la leeyahay lagama wado ma dheer yihiin, ma gaaban yihiin, ma cad yihiin, madow yihiin ma aha. waxaa laga wadaa demographic laga wadaa. demographic waxa waa waxa hadda sheegay da'dooda, genderkooda, maxaa la yiraahdaa marital status-kooda, waxbarashada level-ka yihiin, income-kooda intuu leeyahay, hadba inta heli kartid waxa la isku yiraahdaa demographic. qodobka ugu dambeeyana waxa waaye maxaa dhiirigeliyo, what motivates them, maxaa dhiirigeliyo maxaa waaye dabcan dadka qofba waxba dhiirigeliyo. dadka qaar waxaa dhiirigeliyo quality-ga, maba fiiriyaan wax la yiraahdo price, xitaa haddii waxaan ay qaali ay ka bixinayaan lacag ah ma fiirnaan, quality-ga fiirnaan. dadka qaar waxaa dhiirigeliyo cost-ga dhiirigelinaya, wax raqiis rabaan, maba jeclo wax maartay qaali ah xitaa haddii tahay wax maartay quality-gooda sareeyo, raqiiska fiirnaan. dadka qaar waxaa dhiirigeliyo service-ka delivery-ga, qaarna waxay rabaan in si fudud hor
Abdi Fatah, are you able to explain just this one example of a restaurant as with the goals? As target audience, sorry.
Sorry, colleagues. I'm experiencing bad internet connection this morning. So asxaabi marka wax kala ma ahayn, waxa waaye saddexdaas qodob inaad fahamtid waaye. maxay u baahan yihiin customerkaaga, sidee u eg yihiin oo laga wado xagee degan yihiin, genderkooda waxaas oo dhan, iyo maxaa motivate gareeyo oo laga wado maxaa dhiirigeliyo. marka example badan meesha noogu yaalo oo la yiraahdo customer persona waa kuwana. mar qof walba waxaa loo baahan yahay haddii suurtagal tahay chat-ka inuu kusoo qoro maxaa la yiraahdaa waxa dhiirigeliyo demographic. Next Alex, let's go to the customer journey. Alex, can you show us the customer journey slide, the infographic one? marka waxaa jirto marka waxa la yiraahdaa customer journey. customerka saddex marxaladood soo maraa. qof kasto customer leh ama macaamil leh saddex marxaladood maraa. number 1, macaamilkaaga horta marka hore inuu ku barto qofka tahay. salahan internet-ku ka soo baaray ama qof oo soo sheegay ama boardkaaga arkay ama business maartay card-kaaga siisay ama meelaha ku kulanteen, bishaanteen waa inuu horta ogaadaa waxaan. ka bacdi wuxuu galayaa marxalad leeyahay consideration, inuu ku tixgeliyo, inuu yiraahdo agan shoes inuu kuwa u baahan tahay agan blort markaan soo fiirisaa. ama haddii tahay teamkii ka hadlay Twitter-ka kale maxaa la yiraahdaa ilmahaaga waxay u baahan yihiin in home teaching loo sameeyo, ma fiirisaa teamkaas. macnaha waa consideration waa go'aan muusan gaarin, wuu ku barto waxa tahay internet-kaaga fiirshay, Facebook-kaaga fiiriyay, profile-kaaga soo arkay, laakiin wali go'aan muusan gaarin. waxaa la yiraahdaa marka marxaladaas consideration. qodobka ugu dambeeya oo ah conversion waxa waaye qofkii uu kula soo xiriiray automatically wuxuu isku bedelay macaamilkaaga isku bedelay. marka meeshaana waa meesha ugu badan oo dadka qaar ay ku fail garoobaan. way fududahay qofka inuu ku barto oo tixgelin ku siiyo ka bacdi uu kula soo xiriiro, laakiin waxa ugu badan oo dadka dhalinyarada iyo Soomaalida dhan ay u baahan yihiin si fiican bartaan waxa waaye wax la yiraahdo customer retention, ama in customerkii la haysto. qofkan hadduu marba soo galay albaabkaaga inuusan marnaba kaa goyn, inuu marnaba kaa bixin. marka saddexdan stage soo maraan labada stage hore way fududahay qofka inuu soo maro laakiin mar walba dadka qaar waxay ku fail garoobaan in marka qofka uu customer uu ku noqdo inaad sii haysatid marka siyaabaha lagu sii haysan karo waxa kamid ah inaad mar walba maartay update aad siisid waxyaabo badan u baahan yahay u keentid so Alex you can move on.
Perfect. It's very insightful to cover that strategy part to understand what's going on in every business. So now as we do that, there's a quick poll here that I'd love to ask and see. Now that we are covering business goal, we've covered target audience, are you starting to write those goals down? And do you have it written down now? So give us your answers on the poll. Have you written it down? If not, have you learned about it, but you know it? Have you gotten a clearer picture of saying it's a SMART goal? Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So as we continue now, you know that your business needs to plan out that. If it's Agan, it needs to say we need to sell 100 pairs of shoes within the first 2 months of the 2022. So it's specific, it's measurable, it's achievable, relevant, and time-bound. If it's a Hope Academy, Hope says that, Dini says that we need to enroll at least 10 students before the beginning of the new year. That's a good goal. If it's Abiraman, says business clothes, I want to, how many people will you want to make into one? They come and buy from your shop. So we need to have those business goals written down so that you can always refer, this is what your marketing strategy is about. So very nice answers. I'm seeing 82% yeses, which is lovely. I hope that is a high number. And the ones who are no, we will grow together and you'll have next time a business goal written down. Immediately when you leave this training, go and write it down and say, this is the business I want to do. This is my business goal. And another question is, remember now we're understanding our customer, yeah? Our customer is key. We need to understand them. So we need to also understand one thing, what do they value most, what motivates them? Because you remember when you said you have a target audience, so these are the target audience, they're this age, they're located somewhere, but what will motivate them to buy? You remember even in the journey, there are people who are just waiting, they are considering, but they've not bought. What will make them buy? You see, like when we say it's a promotion, when you say it's the quality of the product, is it the price? Is it the quantity? You know, if it's a restaurant, for example, and you know you're usually hungry on lunchtime, you know that quantity will be very important. You have to eat well so that you can go back to work, for example. So I'm loving that there's a lot of quality. I love when businesses, the things that motivate customers are the things that matter. Not that I just want something cheap, it's that I want something nice from Agan. I want that the quality of service of training for my children is good. I want that Abdirahman will make me be able to have a very good business attire. That's quality. If you're not sure, again, ask your customers. Ask them, by the way, the ones who visit. Ask them and ask them, why do you buy from us again and again? Why have you bought from us? You can be like, oh, you realize, oh, I'm not sure. Wow, it's because you guys are quality. It's because of the price. I like the way you serve us. It can be even more things than this customer service. So a lot of things can be the answer to this. And thank you again for all sharing. Quality has come out a winner with 50%. Let me share the results of that poll. 50% winner is quality. That did a good job saying that most of the businesses on this call are very keen to have good quality products so that their customers can enjoy them. So that's good. That's good. So that's the customer. We've looked at the customer journey and marketing funnel. And then we dive into, now you can start creating those advertisements on Facebook. You can then say, now I have my goal, I have my target audience. I'm ready to start advertising on you. So you come here on the set advertising objectives on Facebook and you choose to click the button promote. So when you click promote, you get to run the promotions that you want. And we'll talk about this objective so that you choose the right one again, because always having the right choice means that you're getting the best results. And just an example, Hensa Solutions, which is a graphic design business in Kenya, attributes 60% of revenue to Facebook apps and services because they're able to target well. Number one, they're able to target well. They target 25 to 65 people who are business owners, 25 to 65-year-olds who are business owners and are interested in advertising or branding. So you can see through Hensa's targeting, they're able to sell more and more products. So when it comes to now choosing the right advertising objective, you have to ask yourself, number one, what ad objective matches what I want to do? Remember when we're walking through the funnel, we have to understand customers sometimes become aware, others start considering, others start converting. So when you do promote your page, it's an awareness ad. That one helps your page grow in Facebook followers. Promote your business locally allows you to build awareness. This is especially good if your business, for example, Hope Academy, if it is a business located somewhere that, for example, I am located in Bosaso town, and then I offer the tutoring service from Bosaso Township. The kilometers, you can promote your business locally. It says that you can promote your business to people around your location by using this objective, and it helps build awareness. In boosting a post, you can help build consideration and awareness together. When you say, I want to promote, this is my post, and I will show you very practically some of this stuff we're talking about. Promote a post, and then I want it to help me get more people to see it, like it, and engage, but also to consider it. But get more website visitors. It's definitely helpful for promote people to visit the website. Getting more leads is also for consideration, helps more people to start considering your business and get more website purchases. Use this objective. Your goal is to get people to purchase your products online. Then promote your app also allows for people to download your app directly. Promote your call to action also does the same. So there's a lot of advertising options and advertising objectives out there that are available for your business. For you is to choose the right ad objective. And you will see in an example, a restaurant who wanted dinner guests promoted their business locally so that the number of dinner guests could increase. While the architecture firm said they want to generate more leads. So they generated more leads for the projects that they were planning for. So an ad objective is very important. I'll bring it back to ad objectives to Abdi Fattah to walk us through in clarity about choosing the right ad objective for what kind of ad you're doing. And then we'll go right into seeing how ads are created and very practically get an example of how those work. Go ahead.
Thanks, Alex. How I have waxaan noo haray waxay tahay markii goal aan soo sheegnay goalka businesskeena sidoo kale audiencegeena ama target audiencegeena aan soo cadeynay wixii dhiirigeliyo waxay u baahan yihiin iyo sidoo kale meelaha kala degan yihiin demographic-ka waxaan noo haray marka qodobka saddexaad waxay tahay inaad abuurtid advertisement-gaaga ama ads-kaaga dabcan qodobkan waa qodob aad muhiim u ah oo dadka maaragtay waan aragnaa meelo badan Facebook maxaa la yiraahdaa Instagram-ka all social media waa laga isticmaalaa advertisement-ga waxaa loogu talagalay qofka inuu businesskiisa uu ku horumariyo ama uu dad badan uu ku gaarsiiyo marka ads marka sameynaysid marka waxa ka horeyso intaan ads sameynin number 1 ina goal samaysatid waan ku faraxsanahay 82% inay dhaheen business goals waa leenahay qodobka labaad waxa waaye inaad target audience-gaaga aad aqoonsatid sidoo kale 50% waxay sheegeen in target audience-gooda motivate gareyso quality-ga which is maartay idan number aad wanaagsan waaye marka intaas markaa sameysatid ka bacdi waxaad ka shaqeynaysaa marka inaad advertisement-gaaga aad samaysatid next Alex advertisement-ga marka waan arki doonaa iyadoo practical ah page boost ya sameynaysaa horta number 1 page-kaaga horumarinaysaa you see promote your page qof walba page uu leeyahay magta Facebook-ga page-kaaga laftirkiisa promotion aad siinaysaa ama promotion aad gelinaysaa waa arki doonaa lacagaha ku baxo sida step by step oo arki doonaa page-kaaga marka waxaa suurtagalayo inaad number badan ay heshid oo dad customers ku ah ama maxaa la yiraahdaa oo jecel platform-kaaga ama business-kaaga next kabacdi marka waxaa sameynaysaa inaad post aad diyaarisid ama locally inaad business-kaaga aad u promote garaysid next post aad sameynaysaa postiyada laftirkooda post kasta lama promote garayo postiyada aad leedahay macnaheedu ay sameynayaan oo maxaa la yiraahdaa business-kaaga wax badan ay ku soo kordhinayaan ayaa boost ku sameynaysaa waan naqaanaa boost iyo promote waa laba erayo iskaga dhawaaye macnaheedu waxa waa boost waxa waaye waad boost garaysay mogtahay markaad boost garaysay caadiyan waxay gaaraysaa dadkii kugu xirnay oo hore marka boost markaa ku samaysid waxay noqonaysaa dad kaloo cusub dabcan adaana define garaynayo meesha artina gaarsiisid wadanka gudihiisa miyaa qaaradda Afrika miyaa East Africa miyaa wadamada qaar dartid da'da dadka raba inay gaarsiiso waxaas oo dhan waa arki doonaa adaa specify garaynayo boost marka waxa waaye waa dad badan si gaarsi marka ayadana waxa waaye waa qaabka marka uu promote garay next sidoo kale waxaa jirto more website visitors ina heshid talahan website-kaaga gelinaysaa maartay postiyada sidoo kale links-kiya gelinaysaa next waxaa kaloo jiro call to action oo aan soo baranay last maartay week oo talahan inaad tiraahdid maxaa la yiraahdaa lagu soo biiro kale ama soo booqdo xidhan next marka intaan waa steps soo socdo waaye ilaa ugu dambeyntii aad samaysid maxaa la yiraahdaa purchase-kaas ama maar dadkii kula soo xiriiraan marka xanasanin ilaa dadkii oo maxaa la yiraahdaa aad xogta gaarsiinaysay oo awareness aad uga dhigaysay oo dadka xogta gaarsiinaysay kabacdina consideration ay gelisay ilaa marka dambe ay isku bedelaan kana maxaa la dhahaa macaamiishaada ha ka nasanin so you can move on and Alex.
Alex, I didn't say I was on mute. No problem. Good. So you can see that there's many objectives on the platform. You can choose the right one for your business so that now your ads are working well. The right objective. So when you're choosing to run advertisements, you ensure that when you've chosen the right advertising objective, you can come and decide to now start your advertising. So how do you create that ad on Facebook? So before you jump into that, you say, I want to create my ad. I want Agan's business, Agan profile to be able to sell now all the shoes that we've made. I want to create the ad. So first you have to say, I want to refer back to my target audience and have the right message for them. And say, for example, if I see Osman had written that his target audience is people between 18 to 45 years old. So you have to have the right message for that people. You have to refer back to the need that they had. You can see, refer back to their need and reflect on what motivates your audience. Remember, their need was good times over good food, to socialize over good food. Their motivation, what motivated the customer was when the customer bought, would get a promotion, would get an offer. So you see, even the message, it says good times, call for delicious food, join us for Taco Tuesdays and get a free dessert. And you can already see even the picture is telling the message that these are like, for example, you don't just take shoes, you can take the pictures of the shoes with people, and those shoes look very fashionable when people wear them, for example, for Osman. And maybe even when you go back to the message for the target, I think, Dini, let me just correct you on your target audience a bit. You said your target audience is 4 to 15. I think you said 4 to 15 years. Well, that's good. That is the customer you will be serving, the 4 to 15 year old. But remember, your target audience is the parent who will enroll them to do the home tutoring, to be tutored. So your target audience really is actually the parent, because the parent is the one. So sometimes when you're choosing the target audience, it's not even the person. For example, if you sell gifts, you might be, the target audience is not the person being gifted. It's not the person who's going to be given, it's the person who's going to give. Just the same way for Hope Academy, the target audience really, yes, is the children who want to be tutored between 4 to 15 years old. But you know, they're not the ones who will see this advertisement on Facebook and say, I need to call Hope Academy. It's going to be their parents. So you always have to have the right message for the parents. So you have to tell them home tutoring now done professionally at Bosaso with Hope Academy. student classes after school, affordable. You see, those things are the message the parents they want to hear. They want to hear it's an after school program. It's where 20 students, like they might even want to hear that there are already other enrolled students whose performance has significantly grown after joining our program. And that's what the parents will want to hear. They want to be able to refer back to their need that they have and what motivates them. The motivator for the parents really is to see their children succeed. So they want to be able to enroll them to somewhere they know this child will come and learn and be educated. So as you continue to define your audience, in the ad, once you have those things, you have your picture right, you have your message, caption, and all those things correct, you come here and decide, I want to define my audience. Remember when we said that you can define by age, by gender. So here is the things you are seeing. Demographics, you can choose by age, you can choose by gender and age, you can choose location. If you want to say, I want only people in Bosaso to see, only people in Mogadishu, only people in Kismayo, only those people are the ones who will see this ad. So you target even by location. So, and then you add in the interest that you had. So once you do that, you've created an ideal target audience, or you've created the audience on the platform for you to be able to start using. So now your ad is out there and it's starting to hit the road. So after you start your ad, you need to keep coming back and referring back to it and saying, how can I measure success of the ads that I have on Facebook? So on your Facebook app, there's usually the promote app. If you're on desktop, it's usually under also the promote. And I'll show the desktop one. You'll see promote. And you'll then come and choose the objectives, and you can come and manage ads that you've created and are running. So here you choose manage, and you can view results of previous ads and all that. You can view what the ads did, what are the results, and it will give you even a summary of that in detail. So ads are always good to keep track of and to review. These are the success by metrics you should be checking. So first, you need to check if your ad is doing okay. So you need to promote your ad, but then measure by how is my ad doing? Is it helping me get more website visitors as I targeted? You'll see that you're able to measure by get the visitors of the website. If you promoted your send message button, you should see messages. If it is get more website purchases, you're able to review and see the purchases that were made on the website. If you used promote your learn more button, you should see a lot more people visiting the learn more section. If it is getting more leads, you should be able to get leads. If it's promote your app download, your conversion ad, you want people to download your app, you convert like that. You want to promote your business locally, you do that. You're able to set up your business and promote it within a specific area. You can boost an event and even promote your page and then boost a post. So those are the success by metrics you review. Boost a post will give you a lot of engagement. So if that's not what you want, if you want more people to ask about the product, then use the send your message button instead. Use the learn more button instead, because if you use boost post, it will help people become aware, they like, but you don't know if they'll be able to, you're able to track the success of that campaign. So that's success by metrics. So you've seen we've cycled through a whole strategy. That's what we call the marketing part of the strategy of your business. First, you start with a SMART goal. Then you come and tell it, who do I need to help me reach this SMART goal? And then after that, you come and understand your marketing funnel. After you understand your marketing funnel, you come and choose the objective that you desire on the platform. So we'll give an example and I'll walk you through a practical one, but I want Abdi Fattah to walk us through and explain again, just for everybody, participants' sake, to be very, very clear about choosing the right ad objective, or creating your, it's creating your Facebook ad. And I will play that there. Mr. Abdi Fattah, you're very welcome now to walk us through this section.
Okay, thank you, Alex. And asxaabi waxaa dhiman hadda targetkii waa laga soo sheekay, understandingkii wixii waa la soo ogaaday. Hadda waxaan rabnaa in la abuuro advertisementkii ama adkii in la abuuro. Dabcan advertisement objective badan jiro hadda qaybta ugu dambeysay page waa gaari doonaa waxa ku qoran advertisement objective kala duwan macnaha ujeedooyin kala duwan wax loo advertise garaya ama loo maaragtay haysiya laakiin waxa ugu muhiimsan waxa waaye advertisement walbo waa sameynaysid saddexdan qodob inaad si fiican xoog u saartid number 1 inaad qortid right message for your target message ka qoraysid ha noqdo mid fatiran message oo adigoo degdegsan adoo baawur saaran adigoo maaragtay mashquulsan adigoo telefoon ku hadlaayo aad qortay yoosan noqon advertisement ay fiicanayso waa inuu noqdaa message fatiran xitaa haddii suurtagal tahay dad kale aad tiraahdo iga fiiriya before intaan post gareenin si macnaha ay u noqoto message teeda kale inta badan advertisement marka la sameeyo waxa la recommend garayaa inuu noqdo message ka mid short ah simple na hore waa soo aragteen last session waa aragteen post walbo qofkiisu ku caajisin hadda ka waran wax fiican aad u sheegayo aad page dhan aad qorto qofka chance mu hayo inuu akhriyo waxa soo marka message kooban oo macna leh postigaaga ama advertisementigaaga ka dhig qodobka labaad refer back to the need target customer-kaaga oo aad hore u soo ogaatay meeshii degan yihiin iyo genderkooda iyo maxaa yiraahdaa nooc yihiinba waxaad ka sameysaa baahidooda xoog saar maxay u baahan yihiin haddii quality u baahan yihiin quality ka hadal haddii u baahan yihiin price ka hadal wixii u baahan yihiin xoog saar sidoo kale motivation maxaa dhiirigeliyo ama maxaa motivate gareeyo qodobka ugu horeeya oo baahida waxa waa waxay u baahnayeen waa laakiin qodobkan waa qodobka maaragtay motivate gareenayo saalaan haddii u baahnaa haddii motivate gareenayso quantity-ga xoog ka saar quality haddii u baahan yihiin quality-ga xoog ka saar saalaan sawirka meeshan ka muuqdo kale get free dessert macnaha waxaa dareemaynaa in oo customer-kan target audience-gaan ay xoog ka saarayaan xagga price-ka marka free dessert ay ku baahiyeen next marka waxaa marka qodob kale oo muhiim ah oo aad maaragtay aan uga helay markii aad samaysid advertisement-iga dadka qaar waxay sameynayaan advertisement-ya sameeyay waa ii dhacatay bis waaye wax kale howl kale ma baahni Facebook iyo Alex, sorry, lost my internet again. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Have you covered?
Sorry. I 100% apologize. I don't have a good internet this morning. And so, asxaabay warkii kooban. Next, Alex, we can move on. I think.
Do you want to jump to the measure success? Yeah.
Yes. That page, yes. So asxaabay qodobka aan sheegay waxay ahayd qodobka markuu go'ay dadka qaar waxay sameynayaan promotion ay gelinayaan maxaa la yiraahdaa ama boost ay sameynayaan ka bacdiina waa iska fadhiisanayaan oo iska jiifanayaan waxay leeyihiin Facebook iyo Instagram ayaga shaqadooda qabsanayo dadka ayaga noogu wacay waxa fiican mar walbo inaan sameyno waxa la yiraahdo inaad monitor gareysid inaad la socotid xaaladda jirto meeqa qofooda ku soo booqatay meeqa qofooda maaragtay soo far gaartay si haddii wax uga bedeli karto xitaa wax uga bedesho ayadan waxa laga ogaadaa qaybta insight-ka oo last week aan soo aragnay page-kan ujeedin waxaa noo saaran waxa la yiraahdo success metrics by objective intaanoo ujeedo ah laga sameyn karaa tusaale ahaan waxaa laga yaabaa inaad u baahan tahay inaad wax u promote gareynaysid inaad website-kaaga dad badan ay soo booqdaan waxaa laga yaabaa inaad wax promote gareynaysid in message-ada oo maxaa la kula soo xiriiraya dadka inay bataan waxa laga yaabaa lacag inaad ka heshid maxaa la yiraahdaa barja inay dadka wax ka gataan inaad promote gareynaysid waxa laga yaabaa application-ka inaad promote gareynaysid marka all this waa objective-ka maaragtay oo kala duwan laga leeyahay marka qof walba marka inuu midku uu rabo inuu mar walba ogaado waayo marka aad ma santiin and Alex I think we can move on and I think the time is it's not I think we are approaching to the end session I think.
Yes, it's actually the last slide, the one that you just covered is the last slide to show them the practical part of let me just that. So key takeaways here was, remember when you're starting to choose this advertisement on Facebook, please define your business goal, make sure they are smart, use what you know about your customers, you know, what is their age, what is their gender, what is their preference, what are they looking for, promotion, quality.
Maximize.
Oh, I maximize.
Maximize. Yeah.
Just 1 minute. Share it again. There you go. So define your SMART business goal. Remember that's SMART: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Use what you know about your customers. Choose an objective that matches your business goal. Remember, if you, for example, if it is Agan who wants to sell his leather shoes and he has a product range, when he says he wants to sell 30 pairs, he has to come, instead of boosting a post, he can say he wants to set up for messages so that customers can come and ask about the shoes and buy. And then go to Ad Center in web or mobile to measure and see the ad results. So the last thing I want to share was just very practically for people to be able to see it's not difficult. It's not something anybody would not know. So remember when I hope you can all see my screen. Let me see if I'm sharing this. Yes, I'm sharing the Wild page. Good. So when you come, for example, this is Wild. Remember we've talked about creating ads. You have your SMART goal, you have your target audience. You come here and choose, you want to go to your Ad Center and you want to create a new ad. You want to create an ad, right? So you say, I want to create ad. When you create, you see you'll be able to get the different ad types that you're interested in. So you can choose an ad type. I'll also choose a different page just to show you. But this is the ad objectives that we were talking about. Do you want to create a new ad? Do you want to boost a post? So I'll skip this page because I think it has a limited amount. Let me just choose another page. For example, let me choose this one because I know it has many. It has the shop kind of setup for businesses. So let me refresh that and show you. So you come and choose to create an ad. You say you want to create a new ad. You choose the objectives that you want, whether messages, whether etc, whether website visits. You see, you can choose the goal, get more messages, get more calls, get more website visitors, get more page likes, get more messages on WhatsApp, promote your business locally, get more leads. So all the different ads are available and it's for you to be able to come and make your choices. I think what else did I mention? I'll be able to show you. So I've showed you promoting. Yeah, I think it was just showing the promotion process. And for example, you can also view the analytics of the ads that you're running. Sorry, let me just go forward again, backward. So when you come to that ad center, as we discussed, you see you'll be able to even see the ads that you've run and even see what kind of results did they give you. See, every ad tells you, you can view results. And even if it is a new ad that is running, you can always view results and choose to edit it. If you've set a budget, and remember this budget you can set from as low as $1 a day, which I don't know in the currency in Mogadishu, but $1 a day in Kenya is about 100 Kenya shillings for us. So, but $1 a day, that's what you can run the ad for. And you'll be able to get the insights just the way you've seen in the practical example, in the workbook, you're able to see that. So look at that. That is how you set up an ad. That's how you're able to create an ad and keep up with it and measure how it is doing. So any questions whatsoever regarding anything whatsoever that we've covered in this training as we plan to end this, I'm happy to take it. But for now, I hope everybody has gotten and has seen that effective advertising strategy all starts from things that it is us to plan, then come to the platform and say, Facebook, I want to grow with advertising. We've also covered WhatsApp. We've seen we can bring our customers, 1,500 of them, 220, 50, all into WhatsApp, and they can talk to us, and we can start connecting and doing business. I hope that has been very insightful and you've learned something. If you have any question, drop it in the Q&A tab. Feel free to do so now. And I would love to have Abdifata to also give us a vote of thanks, and anybody from the team, and also our participants. Have you learned something? Give us your feedback on the feedback form that will be shared on the chat right now. Also, please just write, tell us, how is it going? Did you learn something? Are you good? I'm seeing Helen has written she's good. Thank you so much, Helen, for sharing that. Let's engage and tell us, how are things going on? So, Abdifata, would you give us the vote of thanks, or would you mention some closing remarks so that our participants can go and start implementing this for their businesses?
Thank you so much, Alex, and thank you for Wild International team and also Meta team. Really, this workshop was very timely because of the widespread of internet use in Somalia. We really needed to encourage our youth to utilize this internet in order to promote their businesses and startup ideas. And I hope that they have learned a lot of lessons in the past 2 sessions. And I wish for them to implement all the lessons they have learned so that to grow their businesses. Thank you once again for this brilliant implementation. أصحابي أنا ما سنتهين كنتي وأنا كل ما دعينا محل هذا سيدو نكسن أو أقوى متدين إن أتكسوق بكشان لبضان سيشن أيضا وليبا ماركتي لغاية بينات خولك هلا يو جدول كلا على هذا runtii digital shelter iyo waxaa mar walba ku dadaali doonaa inaan idin keenno fursado aad u wanaagsan oo aan maartay uga faa'iideysan kartaan si businessyadiina aad horumarisiin waxaa la wixii marka su'aalaha ama comment ah u baahan tihiin si khaasna waa noo soo weydiin kartaan, si guudna waa noo soo weydiin kartaan. And I also would like to thank for the whole participants who joined the past 2 sessions. Really, they have shown commitment and they made it until the end of the session. And really, thank you so much, all of you. I would like to end my remarks here. Thank you.
Thank you, Abdifata. You've been an amazing code trainer, a translator. I appreciate everybody and the participants. I wish you nothing but the best. Mashallah, may your businesses grow. Many blessings come onto you. And please, if you've learned something, train others. Show them. The center is also there to support you. Please continue being and taking these digital skills. They'll help us grow. They'll help us do business all over the world, all over in Somali, all over wherever we want to go. Thank you so much for your time. And I'm seeing, I don't know if this is a question. There's 2 questions, Abdifata, and they are both written in Somali. I think one I've just seen recording. I think they're asking about the recording. Let me just read it. I will not read it from Adnan. Adnan asks about the recording, so I'll just write it on the chat. Adnan had asked, I do not want to embarrass myself trying to read the but they are recording. I think is asking about the recording from Adnan. And Leila has also asked Abdifata if he could help give us those translations. Those would be great.
Yes. Adna, she's saying thank you. Where we can get the recording file? She asking where she can get the recording file. Adna, waxaan kusoo sheergareyn doonaa WhatsApp group. I don't know hadda WhatsApp group ku jirtid haddii kale. Haddii aad WhatsApp group ku jirin, waxaad sameysaa message igu soo qor. Waxaa la dhahaa aniga si direct aniga message ahaan chatka igu soo qor emailkaaga anaa ku soo diri doono. So I told Adna that we will share back the recording as we did last time. So for the question, and I think Leila Ali Mohammed, she's saying the WhatsApp and my Facebook page are not linked. So she tried to link both the WhatsApp and the page, and she's given us feedback that she couldn't link the WhatsApp and the Facebook page. So
Okay,
yeah.
let me try and see if I can find a quick video of how to. If it sometimes it has that error, just refresh and try again, because sometimes it's just if you get the message on WhatsApp about the code and then you put it on Facebook and it refuses, just give it a few minutes, maybe 1 hour, and then try again. Leila, I would suggest that. But if you fail completely, just go and try and search WhatsApp Business Connect to Facebook. Sometimes if it refuses as well, you'll see maybe the video would be helpful. It will show you a step-by-step. I hope I've answered Leila's question, and I've heard the question for the recording has been answered. Abdi Fatah, I'm hearing there was a question from our team from Grace, is asking about the closing remarks. Did you see the message?
Yes, Alex, and the director of Minister of Commerce, he's traveling soon today. So he said, I will see if I can join in 10 minutes. So I will text him via WhatsApp. So maybe we can proceed with other closing remarks, and then we will see if he joins us.
Okay, perfect. No problem. So we'll stick around. Any questions, feel free to answer. I'll also provide a library of some free resources that can help you see about getting started with the WhatsApp business, getting started with, I think there's one on Instagram. So I'll share just a few resources here that might be helpful. I'll share them as links. You can copy them and save them so that you can watch them, and they'll be helpful as we wait to hear if the minister will be able to join. So I will just one moment, I'm trying to trace the videos. There's one on WhatsApp that should be very helpful for everybody who's joined. So let me share that one to all the participants. There's a very nice how to getting started with WhatsApp business video. So I've sent it on the chat, if you're able to get that one. And as we continue to wait and just see these links I'm sharing, if they're resourceful, please also fill in the evaluation link that we shared. Just give us your feedback. How was the training? How did it go? We'll be sharing some useful resources, but that's also very important for us to learn. So those are a few. That's a good resource that you can watch there on getting started with WhatsApp and how it can help you with the WhatsApp business app. I hope it can help you get started and connect digitally. So that's a free video that you can watch there. In the meantime, I think I can just share my screen on one or two things, and then we'll wait from our participants. If you allow us, just give us a few more minutes. If we can hear from the directorate. We'll share my screen and play some music. I know I have been entertaining us with some good jams. I'll play 2 songs, and I'll be keen on the Q&A. If anybody has a question, continue writing to us. I'll be able to write back to you. But for now, let me share that question and say we are in the Boost with Facebook session. We're ready to continue answering your questions at any point. And let's hear from the directorate. Let's wait and hear from that as well.
دلغاد احترام لهداني يسحي الغامل وعيس النذا لهدبيعة ونكسن ليت كما هدي قومودا دلغاد احترام لهداني يسحي الغامل وعيس النذا لهدبيعة ونكسن ليت كما هدي قومودا هرمودا هدي قومودا دابوب هذا الكاغا إلى نكدوبو مدي ذكرايو إما ظهر قاغا إنا نكدقايو نحس كان دفيلي.
Oh, good, good. Just I've seen a question, and I've also seen one of our panelists who was meant to give a vote of thanks is here with us. Helen is here with us. Helen from Meta. I would love that if you can give us your part of the vote of thanks, and then I'll tackle one more question. But I'm also seeing Mr. Ibrahim Issa has joined. Abdi Fatah, please go ahead.
Yeah. I was just want to tell you that Ibrahim is also joining the session and is traveling very soon. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Issa, very welcome. Mr. Ibrahim Issa, welcome. You can give your participants the vote of thanks. They've been here, they've listened in, they've taken keen note, and they've remained to hear from you. We're very grateful you've taken some time to give us this vote of thanks. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Alex. Really appreciate your comment. Sorry, I'm traveling to a few call hours, so I wanted to give my closing remarks. And I appreciate. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ibrahim Issa Abdulle. I'm the Director of SMEs and Cooperative Administrator of Commerce and Industry. I'm happy to join you this closing session. It's both a pleasure and honor for me to hear outcome of this important workshop and to provide my closing remarks. I would like to thank you all the representatives from the Meta Facebook, YLD, Digital Shelter, instructors, facilitators, and our private sector. On behalf of the Minister of Commerce and Industry of the Federal Government of Somalia, your participation and attendance of this capacity building workshop has been extremely helpful to the growth of our private sector and our economy. And as such, the government is grateful. We appreciate that. Also, I would like to thank everyone for your hard work and active participation in this learning process. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to hear such a positive feedback from our small business owners who attended this important workshop. I understand that the workshop covered a wide range of topics that will help you and improve our business successes, and I hope you will put that what you learned into action. Let me conclude by saying that you have all worked hard, but the real work begins now. This is the start our collaborative efforts with our partners to support the capacity of our small business. Ladies and gentlemen, with those few remarks, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the technical team from Meta Facebook, WY, for their serious commitment and dedication to the workshop implementation. To that end, I would like to thank everyone who took part in this training and look forward to working in collaboration with you and increase our investment in Northern Africa and Somalia. It gives me a great pleasure also to announce that our workshop has concluded and is officially closed. Thank you very much. Really, this is wonderful and I appreciate it. Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ibrahim. Thank you so much for that vote of thanks. And if we could also hear from the Meta team, from Madam Helen Yusuf. Helen, please go ahead and we can take a picture before Bona Issa could leave. Abdi Fatah as well, if you could turn on your video, we definitely appreciate to take a collaborative picture.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. I know His Excellency is also on a rush, so I'll just make ours very brief. Good afternoon, everyone, participants, partners, colleagues, and Mr. Ibrahim, thank you so much for being here with us. And on behalf of the Meta Eastern Horn of Africa Public Policy Team, it gives me great pleasure to extend this vote of thanks to everyone. Our special thanks is extended to especially Mr. Ibrahim, who's the Director of SME and Cooperatives at the Somali Ministry of Commerce and Industry, who spared precious time from his busy schedule as we see it to grace our opening remarks last week, to come to comfort with us, and also to appear during this closing event. Of this Boost with Facebook webinar series, he enlightened us since last week the fast-growing SME sector in the country, and the challenge as well as the efforts by his government as well as stakeholders in formulating favorable policies and favorable environment to sustain this vibrant sector. And then we hope this webinar series from last week, this week, gave a little bit support to that growing and vibrant sector. We hope that this partnership also will continue in the future. We'd also like to extend our heartfelt thanks to Digital Shelter, to Abdel Fattah Hassan and Abdel Fattah Ali, as well as Ayan Khalif, for this wonderful partnership in commencing and gathering all this wonderful group of people to attend and participate. And also the very much appreciated linguistic support, as also Alex, you mentioned it, because it was very impromptu, but it went very well, and we are very appreciative of that support. We also want to give our thanks to the Wild International team, because events like this do not happen overnight. So there was a lot of preparation and a lot of work that went to that. And we especially want to thank Cynthia, Grace, and also the facilitator from last week, Stefan, but also this week, Alex, for a wonderful work, but also the technical team behind the scene, because of whom this webinars were possible. And we are also fortunate to thank the dedicated and well-motivated team of the Phil and Cynthia, Phil, Chinyeri, and also Simbo. Thank you so much. And our sincere thanks goes also to the participants who spend their time and also stay motivated throughout. As Meta, I want to reaffirm and confirm that this is the beginning of our partnership, and we hope our partnerships and such engagements will continue in the future. And I see a lot of potential in these partnerships, and I hope to see more, and I can't wait for that already. And I don't want to say any much more because I know everyone is in a hurry, but thank you so much for being with us today, and have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you, Alex, over to you.
Thank you, Ms. Helen Yusuf. Thank you, Mr. Ibrahim Isse. Thank you, Abdel Fattah. And thank you, our participants. You've heard how important this is. Let us all grow our businesses together. Let's take these tips and do, and we'll see great progress. Together as Africa, we grow together. We leave no man behind. Thank you so much, and have a good day, good week ahead, and good implementation. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.